Alright guys, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about gear progression, what to do when you get some gear, how to upgrade it, and what you should and shouldn't be buying in the game currently in 2019. So let's get started. So I see a lot of comments on Reddit and YouTube and other things in game. People saying, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? I'm this gear score, what do I do next? And there's lots of different options you can go with, but always the best option in my opinion is to just straight up buy the gear. There is some opportunities in some special cases where you actually will be buying set pieces of gear to enhance, and in this video I'll kind of show that a little bit. So in one of those special occasions we're looking at the roster short sword for the tamer, and the base roster short sword is something we're going to look at for enhancing. We're going to look at the base weapon and we're actually going to look to enhance it to plus 10. As you progress through the main storyline, you're actually going to obtain a lot of black stones and be able to upgrade this to plus 10 very easily. And what this weapon is going to do for you is going to help you progress through from the level 1 to level 50. So I'd recommend getting this sword as soon as possible. So as you progress through the first little tutorial part, you should have enough silver in your account to basically buy this and buy some black stones and get this to plus 10. Now that you've obtained the roster short sword, you want to start looking at progressing the short sword into the next tier. The next tier from this point would be to basically sell the sword, save up some pennies, and save up the money that you sold the sword for, and actually obtain a try version of it. And that would be the next progression point of this. You can enhance the try. It's highly unrecommended not to do this. It would be best to just save up your silver and buy it at try. So you've obtained a try roster short sword. Good job. You successfully got to the next tier in the game. So the next point from this is going to be grinding with that short sword until you've obtained enough money. And the next progression point what you're going to be looking to doing is actually selling that short sword and moving into what is considered your very first boss piece. This boss piece is going to be a Tri Zarka. So that's what you're looking for. So if you're able to stick to the game this long and obtain a Tri Zarka, you've done a good job in the game. Most people at this point quit, so good job of continuing to play the game. Now obviously your progression point is just to go for the next tier, which is going to be Tet. So it's always recommended to sell the try, grind the silver, and buy the Tet. So now we're going to talk about offhands, just like in the main hand. The offhand's going to be the same thing. There's going to be 4 pieces of gear you're going to look through. You're going to look through exactly the same progression, and we're going to take a look at what those are. So for your first offhand, what you're looking at getting is going to be the AP variant of the green. And for the tamer, it's going to be a needle. This needle is going to be something you're going to be keeping for a long time, and I would buy it at base and enhance it to 10. So now that you obtain the needle and plus 10, what you can do is 2 options. You can enhance it to try, or you can sell it and buy it at try. So this is where things are a little weird. You're actually going to keep this needle at this time. This is going to be a PvP weapon that you're going to keep, and you're actually going to straight up buy a try Kudum. This Kudum is going to be something that you're going to use for PvE grinding. This is going to be a core piece in your build. So same as before, we're going to sell the Tri Kudum, we're going to save up the silver, and buy the Tet Kudum straight up. You can enhance it, it is not recommended. There's high chance of failing here, and you're spending a lot of silver going for Tet. So always save up your silver and just buy it straight up. So now we're actually look at the chest piece on the armor set. The chest piece is kind of unique, so what you're going to actually be looking for is doing a quest. The quest is called the Magical Armor Exchange 1. What this quest is going to reward you with is the dim magical armor piece. So now that you got the dim magical armor piece, what's going to happen is you're going to keep questing, and you're going to be given an opportunity to exchange that dim magical armor piece into a roaring magical armor piece. This will be a core piece in your build for a long time. So now your opportunities are to grind for silver as much as you can and buy a dim tree magical armor piece. From that point on, you're going to keep grinding and obtain more money, sell the try, buy the Tet. Now we're going to look at the helmet, gloves, and boots. So for this 3-piece set, you're going to look at the heave set. This heave set's going to be important for the build with the Roaring Magical Armor piece set. It's going to be easy for you to switch out. So you're going to buy this at plus 10. So now you've obtained the heave set, you're going to be looking at either enhancing the try or buying it try. That's your next goal. So you're going to keep the try heave helmet, you're not going to sell this piece off. You want to save up enough silver, buy a try griffin helmet. So same process as before, sell the try, save up enough silver, buy a Tet. Never enhance this piece of item, it's not worth it. So with the gloves is a little bit different. You're actually going to sell the try heave gloves off. You're going to buy try bags, you're going to sell the try bags, buy the Tet bags. Never enhance these items. And last but not least is your boots. Same thing before, sell off the try heave boots, you're going to look at buying ergons. Same thing with ergons, sell the try ergons, save up the silver, buy the Tet. Never enhance these items. So first set of accessories we're going to look at is the reward accessories and the quest reward accessories we get. So it's level 61, 62, 63, and 64. You can get the Kaposha stuff. And also for finishing Kalmosylvia questline 1 and 2, you're also going to get some accessory earrings that can be replaced in the main set we're looking at later on. So now that you know what the reward quest items are, you can use those to replace these pieces of the gear that we're looking at forward. The first set we're going to look at buying as you're new to the game, you're going to look at the Bears accessory set. So you're going to look at the earrings, the necklace, the full set, and you actually want to obtain these either at Try or trying to enhance them at Try yourself. So now that you retain the Bears accessory set and got it to Try, you're going to be probably at level 50 plus around here at this point, and moving into Medaya. Once you move into Medaya, you're going to have an opportunity to get the Asula accessory set. So we want to look at the earrings, the necklace, the rings, and the belt, and that'll be another main set to move forward into helping you quest towards 56 and into level 60. Then you have the Asula set. Now I'm sure you've been grinding for a little bit. You're 56 plus and moving forward. Now it's up to you on where you are in the game and where you're progressing to use the Kapocha stuff or into something like the blue coral earrings. These blue coral earrings, you want to buy them either at Try or enhance them to Try yourself. So at this point of the game, I would look at the neck of Schultz of the Gladiator and look at either buying this at Try or enhancing to Try. So let's look at the ring options at this point too. I recommend looking at the Mark of Shadow rings. Try and get these to Try or buy them at Try. It's the best option at this point. So last but not least, I'd look at the belt of Schultz of the Gladiator. Same thing, look at buying this at Try or trying to enhance it to Try. It's up to you. So we've progressed pretty far in the game now at this point. Your options on the blue corals are to either sell them at Try and buy them at Tet, or just enhance like a maniac and try and get them there. The cost isn't too bad, so it's something you might look at doing, but it is always recommended to buy these items. So as you keep progressing, you want to replace that necklace and start looking at the Serap's necklace. Get this at Try or purchase it at Try. It's not very expensive, so I'd recommend buying this item. So we're getting pretty high in the gear score now, and I would start looking at the crescent rings, start moving those into the Try versions of the crescent rings. These can be very, very expensive to enhance, so I'd always recommend buying these items. So at this point in the game, I'd definitely look at some different types of belts. The main belt that I'd probably look at using would be the Tree Spirit belt, and get this to Try. Either you can enhance it, it's not very expensive, or you can buy it. It's up to you. So now we're at endgame. We're going to look at the best earrings in slot, in my opinion, are going to be the Tet Narcs. The best necklace in slot is going to be your Tet Ogre. The best rings in slot are going to be Tet Crescent rings. And the best belt in slot, in my opinion, are going to be the Bassi belt. So one thing I want to make a point out on these accessories are just my recommendation. There's lots of different options you can look at. In my opinion, these accessories are the best in slot for PvE and the best in slot for attack power, for AP. Like I said, you can go different options. You can go DP builds and meme evasion builds with different accessories. But for this particular build, I think this is the best way to go for if you want to do PvE grinding. So I left this item for last for a certain reason, because as you're progressing through the game, you're not going to be really getting to Awakening point and you're looking at the rest of these accessories. For Awakening point, there's only 3 options. So option 1 with Awakening is going to be the green Awakening weapon. For finishing your main quest line, you're going to be given the plus 10 item. You're going to actually take the time to enhance this to Try and just progress some fail stacks with it. It's really cheap, it's easy to enhance, and something I'd actually recommend using. So now you got this to Try. You're just going to take the item, sell it, grind some silver, and actually buy the Try Dandy. Once you obtain the Try Dandy, same thing, you're going to save up your silver and just buy the Tet Dandy. Enhancing the Dandies is not really worth the time or the investment. You're going to lose silver overall. If it's something you really want to do, you can give it a try, but I'd recommend not doing it. Last thing I want to talk about is the gear score brackets in the game. These are something that you actually can use for as the gear score goals and how to progress in the game. So I got that chart up on the screen right now. It kind of shows it and breaks it down for you, and you can kind of see I got something circled right now. So at 245 to 248, you're going to get an additional bonus of 40 AP. And as you move down the chain, you'll see into 261, 264, you'll get 101. These are what's called soft cap brackets. Mainly at 265 to 268, you see 222 AP bonus from just hitting that gear score. And then 269 to 272 is going to be the maximum point. Anything past that point, you can see in the bracket point, it's just going to be diminishing returns at that point. And also in the DP bracket section, you see also at 286 to 292 defense power DP, you know, 12% damage reduction. And same thing all the way down the bottom, you can get up to 20%. If you hit 346 plus, you get a whole 20% damage reduction on top of your character progression. So those are some things you have to actually look at. You can actually progress within this. use this as like a progression point for yourself. So if you want to hit, 245, that's where most people will start grinding trees. You'll start hearing people ask for certain gear scores. That's what they're asking for. The reason they're asking for those EP brackets, or those gear scores for those EP brackets, is because they hit those bonuses. So I hope this helps you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video.